Hi everybody, welcome back to another balloon tutorial. Today we're going to be twisting some of the LOL dolls. Actually, I'm going to twist the little go-go girl. And then probably next time, I'm undecided who I'm going to go for. Either Sis Swing, you see over here in the back, or little Cheeky Baby. I'm not sure. I think Cheeky Babe, actually. Not Cheeky Baby. What's the difference, huh? Who knows? So, we're going to go ahead and do this one. Like I said, little go-go girl. She's the little sister. So just so you know, there's like a baby little sister, and then there's the sister, and that's how Sis Swing's an example of the sister, and then the baby sister. So okay, so there it is. Let me go ahead and give it a quick spin so you can see the LOL doll all the way around. Okay, if you've ever seen my balloon baby tutorial, I'm going to be using that body here, so even if you didn't know how to do it before, now you're going to learn how to do it as well. And then we're going to go ahead and add the head to the little baby, so you'll have your own LOL doll, which is really cool. You know, you don't just have to have one, or your kids don't just have to have one. Whoever it is, you'll be able to make one as well. Ta-da! Okay, let's go ahead and do it right now. Let's talk about the balloons we're going to use. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, now's a good time. Oh, poor baby, fell off. There's room for all the babies up here. There we go. So yeah, like I was saying, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, now's a good time. I'm trying to post videos all the time, as often as I can. Just to have fun with it. So let's go over the balloons we're going to be using today. I got a blush 350. Not going to use all of that. Our 160, it's a blue that's going to be for our headband. I'm using an ivory color for the hair, but you could probably sub out yellow if you don't have ivory. It's no big deal. But my daughter has the doll, and so I could see that it was like ivory color. But who goes around saying that their hair is ivory, right? So we got our blush, that's going to be for the body, and then the underoos are going to be white. Okay, so the way I do my video tutorials, I bring the sound down so we can minimize the squeaking and maximize the teaching, and during that time I'll be doing voiceover so you can follow along that way. But anytime you get stuck, just pause the video, work it out, and then play it again. No problem. Here we go. Let's go ahead and bring the sound down. Let's get started twisting. The first balloon we're going to start with is the blush to make the body for the baby. Okay, so if you've never made a baby body before, it's about a 3 to 4 finger segments with pinch twist in between. So we got a segment, pinch twist, and then we're going to go right back to that first pinch twist, and then we're going to make the legs, they're about 4 fingers long, and then we're going to match the other one as we move over to the other pinch twist. So if you look at it upside down, we're making like the letter A, which is kind of cool because that's one easy way to remember it. Okay, so once we're done there making that, we can go ahead and get ready to attach the diaper or the underwear, whatever you want to call it. So I think it's funnier when you're talking to the kids if you say the underwear, so keep that in mind when you say that. And usually when I tell them if they want to make a baby, I say you can have any color you want except for brown or yellow, and that usually gets a laugh too. So just depends. Alright, so you see I took that white balloon, I just wrapped the nozzle into one of the pinch twists. I'm going to go right across and do the same thing and go right back where we came from. See that we're at the same destination there. There we go. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and break off some of that excess. We don't need all of it, but we do need enough to run across. That's the big thing. As long as it can make it across, you're good to go. Because at the end, we're going to use that to attach the little baby's head. Okay, and I did wrap that around there a second time just because I'm not taking any chances. And I really want that to be secure. So now we're going to go ahead and reach for the 350. And you see I couldn't decide where to put the baby, so I just stuffed it in my belly there. So about a hand's width there for that 350, and then we're going to create ourselves a pinch twist, or ear twist in this case, because it looks like an ear, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is go right across and match that and pull that nozzle through just to secure it. It serves as a lock twist. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and do another pinch twist, and actually those ears, they're probably going to have been a little smaller, but I think, kind of splitting hairs there now. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and break the end of the balloon here. I'm just going to take a little bite out of it there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that balloon across, and when I do, I'm actually going to keep my thumb. So I'm going to pull it over my thumb, and I'll show you right now. I'm pretty sure I do that. See how my thumb is staying there in place, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it across and wrap it around that other ear and tuck that mess away. There we go. And so the reason I have that, I put my thumb there, is I want to make sure there's plenty of slack, because at the end I'm going to run that white balloon through there, and that's going to help. It's going to help secure it and make it easy to run that white balloon through there. So I started with a 3-finger loop there for the hair, and this is the ivory color. Okay, so you're just going to wrap it around the ear there, and we're going to go right across to the other side. And at this point, once you make it to the other ear and wrap it around there, you could actually do the loop then if you want to, but I chose not to do it. I just wanted to go around once, and then I'm going to go back again. See, so there we go. We're going to go right across there. Now you notice this one's bigger, and actually I could have probably done it a little bit smaller, but I liked all in all at the end how it ended up looking. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and go back the other way, and when I get back to the other side, I'm going to finish up with one final loop, and then we'll be done. Okay, so you see I went back and forth, ended up with 3 segments for the hair, but we have our 2 loops on the side. That way we have a little bit of hair showing, you know, aside from the ears. There we go. So we twist that, and I have enough balloon there left over, which is really good because it was underinflated, which is nice. And then and we just tuck that away. There we go. We're good to go, and then you can adjust it any way you see fit. And like I said, the way we're going to attach this is really simple. You're just going to take that white balloon. Oh, pardon me. I almost forgot the headband. Blue headband. So we're just going to twist it into one of the ears. Take your nozzle there, twist it in, and you're just going to run it right across, and it's going to be on top of that first segment of hair. Okay, so she's got her little bangs, and then her hair or headband is right there. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll talk about attaching the head to the body. Just as simple. The baby body, you know, is still like one of the easiest things to do because you're just dealing with the nozzle. But in this case, we do have that band pulling across there, so we're going to go ahead and do that with this one. And like I said, you'll see how simple it really is. If you watched some of the Roblox tutorial that I did before, there's some of the same techniques being used there. So okay, so I'm just making sure it looks nice. Alright, so you see I have the white balloon right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed that tail that's sticking up. You can see it, and I push the arms forward so that way we can install the baby's head, no problem. Okay, so you see there's that blush balloon. I'm just pulling it, and I'm going to feed that white balloon underneath it. And now I'm not so concerned. Once it gets fed underneath there, my only concern now is to pull that white balloon pretty tight, like across to the other pinch twist, and just wrap it around a few times to make sure it's nice and secure. There we go. And then you can adjust the baby's head, and then we're all done pretty much. So stick around for the artwork. It's not that bad. Just one of those things where you practice a little bit and you'll be good to go. All right, thanks for hanging out, and stick around for the art one more time. Alright, so we made it to the end. Let's go ahead and go over the artwork now. You can see it's not so bad, and what's kind of cool is that you can see we switched up a few things, and we get a different character now, different face, the hair. I think that might be the interesting part of this one is the hair, which is really cool because it's got 2 colors, right? And if you look at this one over here, says swing, you know, she's bigger. I went ahead and used all of that, and I was able to get her dress out of that as well. See, so it's a little bit different, which is really cool. And if I do more of them, then we'll go over like different styles of dresses that we could actually do for them. But let's go over the artwork for this one. And their artwork is pretty much, as far as their face goes, pretty similar across the board. So let's go ahead and start with the little nose area. Let's see about right here. Let me find the center, and then I'll. That's it. That's pretty good right there. There we go. There you go. So not a very big nose. I'll hold it up there for you so you can see. Hopefully you don't get a glare. Okay. All right. And we'll go up to the eye right now. You notice that I'm using brown, but you could definitely use black. So what I'm going to do is, they don't have the full eye drawn. It starts about halfway. Let me go ahead and give you an example. Let's pretend there's a whole circle here. You kind of have to, imagine it. And we'll say about right there is going to be our indicators. These light dots, they're kind of hard to see, but you'll see that's where we're going to start. And then we'll go around, and I'll try to do this so you can actually see it. I'll turn this one sideways. Okay, so we're going to pretend like there's a circle and it's going down here, but I'm not going to touch the marker until I get to this point right here. Okay, so we're going to keep going, and see that? So I did like a 6, but then I keep going until I get to this line over here. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to create a 6, and you can even turn it sideways. If you normally write a 6 this way, that's one way to remember it. Writing a 6, and keep going till you get to that line. That's going to be an easy way for you to remember this. Okay? So again, just doing like a number 6, and then we're gonna come back this way till we get here. Okay, and we get pretty darn close when we do that. Okay, all right. And I'm not gonna fill this in right now. Actually, I'll come back in a minute with the black, but I'll go ahead and hit up the eyelashes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. And actually, while I have this here, I'm gonna go ahead and hit up the eyebrows too. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so like I said, you turn it sideways, see it's a 6, and it just continues all the way across. Okay, so let's go ahead and go down to the mouth area for a second, then we'll come back and finish up the eyes. Okay, so the mouth is going to be a small set of lips, and you can do it like you see right now. I'm going to do like ovals to take care of it. I'm just doing a few ovals. So we have the upper lip, and now let me hold that there for a second. Okay, and we'll come down just with a couple lines there. There we go. So now we have our lips done. Ta-da! So we had 3 ovals on top, and then we just connected them with like a letter U. And you just determine how thick you want the lips to be, you know, at that point. So now we'll come in with the black, so I can go ahead and hit up the pupils. And in this case, with the left eye, you're right, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger actually, but at least I have a guideline now to work with. So I can fill that in. There we go. All right, and then go right back over and do the same thing. They're pretty close, but this one looks like it could be bigger. And so 2 more things. Got a white marker, and we're gonna go ahead and do some blue for the eyes, and then we'll finish up with some white. So you see I just traced right around the pupil there. There we go. Okay. And last but not least, we'll hit up the whites. And so what we're going to do now, I like to flip it when I do this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to complete that circle, complete the eye. All the way around. There we go. And then do the same thing for the other one. Okay, and now we can do a little highlights in the eye. So it's usually 1 big one followed by 3 small ones, 3 little dots. And there we go. Okay, it's an example right there. And then we'll do a little white there for the mouth. The little teeth, the sparkling teeth. Cha-ching. So there it is right there. If you know, feel like you need to go back and edit, you know, some of the eye, you know, like some of the white leaked into the eye color there, it's no big deal. You know, I really think when you get to this point, you're like 95% way of the way there, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue, you know. So, pardon me. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. There's a little LOL doll to get you started. Not too difficult. Like I said, it's really easy to connect the head. You just got to get used to it, you know, pulling that balloon through there. Make sure you pull it tight so it really stays. But I do invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. Rate this video, give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with people who know about LOL dolls, you know, if you think this is going to be helpful for them, or if they just want to watch an LOL doll being made. That's also a fun thing to do too, you know, watching something constructed. So, and last but not least, if you haven't gone over to my Patreon page, it's patreon.com/jlomagic. I invite you to do so. That's one way you can support the channel and help me keep doing this fun thing that I get to do. You know, it's really fun. So until next time, I'll see you guys, and hopefully it'll be with another LOL doll. So I leave you with happy twisting. Bye.